Okay, so thank you all for joining tonight, taking time out to listen to why I'm here. So basically what I'm doing now is I am an independent consultant for Arbonne. Arbonne's an amazing health and wellness company. It's botanically based, and it's been around for about 35 years now. And it's a network marketing company. And it's going to give me the opportunity to not only have financial opportunities, but new skills, meet new people, and great travel opportunities as well. I said yes to Arbonne purely because I've got a passion, as most people that know me, I've got a passion for pure, good products that don't have chemicals in. Obviously, with people that do know me, my mum got diagnosed with breast cancer. And from then on, I've developed my knowledge and understanding of what actually goes into products that I use on my children, and it's quite shocking, really. So from there, that was when I decided to really research it, and then obviously found out Arbonne, which has, it's opened new doors for me now. But it's going to give me the chance to still be full-time mummy to my children, which I don't ever want to give up. And it also gives me a plan B. My husband works offshore. So if anything was to happen where he couldn't get the work that he needed, then obviously with me working for Arbonne, it just opens more doors and creates me to still provide the lifestyle that we live, if not even better. So basically that is why I said yes. So I'm going to hand you over to Danny, who's my sponsor, and she's going to explain just a bit about the company and where we go from there.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for taking a very short bit of time out from your Sunday evening tonight to be on Natalie's online business launch. And that was a really nice story, Natalie. I've actually only known Natalie for a very short while now, although strangely enough, we're in the exact same year at school. We went to the same school and lived in the same town, but we didn't actually know each other. And I've heard her explain this before about her husband working away and having her 3 gorgeous children. And I do absolutely believe that this business she's just going to create such a success from it. So I'm really honoured tonight to be involved with Natalie's launch and to help explain what her business is to all of her family and friends. So my name is Danny Wells, as Natalie said, and a little bit about my background is I actually am ophthalmology trained. So I actually worked in an optician's for 7 years. That was my career, and I built a really great career. I absolutely loved it. And then I went on to have children, where everything changes and your children suddenly become your top #1 priority. And I wanted my life to fit in around my children, not my children to fit in around my life. And my second child, so I've got 2 daughters, my second child was actually born with a brain hemorrhage and a stroke when she came. And that really put things into perspective for us, because there was no way that I could then, when that all happened, go back to work at the opticians 9 till 5, 5 days a week, and have somebody else look after my daughter, take her to her hospital appointments. If she's rushed off in an ambulance, somebody else be with her. So I gave up my career to be with my children, much like what Natalie's just explained. However, when you do that, you obviously lose the income. So financially, we were not in a fantastic financial position. So I was looking for something else, much like Natalie, and I stumbled across Arbonne. I did so much research into home-based businesses, network marketing, direct sales. I literally looked at everything that there possibly was. And for me, nothing that I came across was quite like Arbonne. It literally was like in a league of its own. And I'm just going to explain that for you guys tonight so that you understand exactly what Natalie's business is. So we actually have a bit of a slideshow, and it's not death by PowerPoint. It's just to keep us on track. And it just reminds me of the important points that I want to make. So I'm just going to go through what Arbonne actually is, because you might be listening to Natalie's online launch and thinking, well, I've never heard of this company. So Natalie's already explained that it is a 35-plus-year-old company. So for me, that ticked the box that it wasn't just a brand new company that's just sprung out of nowhere. And like we all know, most businesses don't last past their first 10 years. So the fact that this has been running for now 36 years, that was a massive tick for me. I was like, well, I know this business is just growing year after year after year. I looked at the statistics, I saw the growth, and I knew that if I was to recommend the products from this company, it wasn't going to go anywhere. So that was a big tick. And we have a passionate culture of independent consultants. So with this business, you own your own online shop. You own that. It's yours. It's actually even an asset as well. So if anything happens to us, we can actually will that to our loved ones. So we own our own online business. But the great thing is, although we're in business for ourselves, we're not actually by ourselves at all. We have a team of people around us 24/7 to support us. We have corporate supporting us. We have online university where we can build up our skills. So you can learn this business without knowing anything about health, wellness and beauty, which I definitely didn't. I know Natalie does have a background in that. But for me, I did not know anything about health, wellness and beauty. And I've learned from what this company provides, all this free training. We have the nicest people. So I don't know about anybody else, but when I did used to work at the opticians, as much as I love my job, I honestly cannot say that I was surrounded by nice, happy, friendly, kind people every day. I absolutely was not. Whereas with this company, you're surrounded by just genuinely helpful, nice people, which is lovely. It is a global opportunity. So when I was looking at all these other companies, a lot of them the companies had started and they're just launched into every single country. Whereas Arbonne didn't do that. The founder behind Arbonne is a guy called Peter Mork. His photograph's at the bottom of this screen in the red glasses. And he did not want his company to launch into every single country without giving it a second thought. He wanted his company to grow in America first. It's got a Swiss background to it, but it launched in America first. And once they felt like they had everything absolutely as they wanted it, everything was spot on, they then launched into Canada, which is obviously next door to America. Everything went smoothly there. So then they went to Australia and United Kingdom 7 years ago. Which are two countries, obviously opposite ends of the world, but we both speak English. English is our first language. Everything's gone great there. And then they've launched into Poland, which is the first non-English speaking country. And that was last year. And everything has gone amazingly well with Poland. They absolutely love these products. They love the company. And now this year we're launching into Taiwan. So that's sort of like a bit of a gateway to the Asian market. So I loved that this company had not globalized yet. I knew that being involved with this company meant that I was kind of like involved with a ground floor opportunity, a bit like being involved with Facebook before it went global or Google before it went global. So that really excited me, and it still does. I love that I'm involved with a company that has been around for such a long time but still hasn't globalized. I absolutely love that. The business is willable and we are paid incredibly well. We have such a generous compensation plan. The income is tremendous, which I'm going to touch over in a few minutes. So a little bit about the products, because this is obviously a profit-driven company. These products are purchased online from Natalie's business. She has her shop. The products are bought online based on what she recommends for people that ask her for a recommendation. She doesn't stock them. She doesn't have a garage full of products. Absolutely not. They're all bought from her online business. So a little bit about the products. They are all plant-based formulations. So like Natalie touched upon, people nowadays are looking for products that are healthy, that are safe, that have not been linked to any of these awful diseases that we have. You know, the amount of clients that I have that contact me through social media and tell me that they've had a diagnosis of cancer in their family, and they've been advised to avoid products with a long list of things, to avoid parabens, to avoid mineral oil, to avoid XYZ. And they are coming to me because they know that my products from my online business do not contain any of these nasty chemicals, any of these nasty toxins. So people are looking for these products. So this makes people's lives so much easier. So you can shop from Natalie's business and just feel so assured that you're getting the best products that you could possibly ever get your hands on, and they are safe for your skin. They are safe for you to put in your body, on your hair, on your children. And that is what most people want these days. We have the highest quality ingredients from around the globe. we're vegan certified, and it is incredibly difficult to have that vegan certification. That is not an easy stamp to be approved of. And we've had that vegan certification, and we've been vegan certified since day one, so 36 years ago. And one thing that I find really interesting is a lot of companies will say that their products are now vegan, or they now don't test on animals, or they now don't contain any animal byproducts. And that's fantastic, but they can't say they've been that way since day one, whereas we can. We have always been forward thinking. Our founder, Peter Mork, has always had the best interest of his clients, if you like, of the people, of us guys, before any profit. We are a people-driven company, not a profit-driven company. Our products are clinically proven, so that means that they're sent out of house to New York, interestingly enough, to be tested against all of the leading brands, and they're blind tested. So when they are testing our products, they don't know that they're Arbonne products, and they always come out on top. So Natalie will have and Natalie's got her own website, and she's got catalogues, and in the catalogues and on her website are all the clinical studies next to each of the products. So if that's something that really interests you, seeing what independent studies say about our products, then you can see that next to all of the products, which I find really, really interesting. Okay, so a little bit about what we don't have. Gluten. That is such a buzzword these days. People are avoiding gluten like the plague. We know that gluten's not good for us, and we are trying to avoid it in our food, but do we avoid it in what we're putting on our skin and on our body and on our hair? I don't know, but with these products, you don't have to worry about that. No petroleum, which is mineral oil. So Natalie will be amazing at explaining this, but the best way that I can explain this, the most simplest form, is when they extract the crude oil from the ground for petrol, they're left with a byproduct, something that's basically not good enough for petrol, and it's called mineral oil. It's like the skim off the top. It's not good enough for petrol, and they need to dispose of it. It's a waste byproduct, and it's actually environmentally dangerous to just dispose of. It's something that's actually banned in Switzerland and Norway. It's that harmful. And what they do is they sell it to cosmetics companies, because cosmetics companies will pay pence for gallons of this mineral oil. And what they do with it is water down their products. So we have in the United Kingdom economy products, which are like £1, £2, buy one, get one free type products. And we think we're getting a bargain. Actually, we're not. Those products cost pence to make, and then they are filled 80 to 90% with mineral oil. And you know if you've got a product with mineral oil in, because it will greasy, it doesn't actually sink into the skin, it just sits on the top, it's slimy. You end up having to replace your products every couple of weeks because they're that watered down. Economy products are something that you will never see in Switzerland and Norway, because they just don't exist. In those countries, they are so aware of what we put on our skin, as being, you know, what we put on our skin is important, that they won't even allow these cheap products. And in the UK, we will go that way. There will become a time where there is no such thing as cheap products anymore. They will only have good quality products like Natalie's business, like the Arbonne products. So we have no formaldehyde-donating preservatives, no chemical dyes or fragrances, and no parabens, massive buzzword, massive, no phthalates, and no animal byproducts. So basically the products are phenomenal. They have to be. For this company to have been running for 36 years solely on word of mouth, you know, we do not pay, Arbonne do not pay for any advertisements. We do not pay for any celebrity endorsements at all. It is all ran through word of mouth. So if these products were not absolutely phenomenal, absolutely beyond anything else out of this world, then they wouldn't be recommended time and time and time again. Okay, so what do we have? What does Natalie have in her business? Basically, everything to do with what you put on your body and in your body. Every kind of skincare you can imagine, for anti-aging, for men, for children, for teenagers, for oily skin, for dry skin, for sensitive skin, any skincare that you need, Natalie has in her business, and she can advise you with that. We have bath and body and spa experience. Oh my gosh, I honestly feel like I'm in my own spa when I'm in the bathroom with these products. They are lovely, and lovely mud mask as well. And a great product from that range is something called Gelée. And it's like a bit like a muscle relief. And my little girl gets the most horrendous growing pains in the night. She's only 5, and she asks for my magic cream. She's like, "Mummy, can I have your magic cream?" And I put this Gelée on her, and she just instantly relaxes with relief. It's really good for headaches as well. It's really good for so many different reasons. But anyway, I could be sat here all night talking about the products. We have hair treatment for all kinds of hair. So whether you have greasy hair, dry hair, coloured hair, men's hair, baby hair. We have tea tree. We have products for people that have maybe gone through treatment for cancer. Maybe they've lost their hair. We actually have products that help with hair regrowth as well. We have sun care for all ages as well. We have makeup and the makeup range. Oh my gosh, you absolutely have to try Natalie's makeup because it is sensational. It is absolutely amazing. I honestly do not feel like when I put my makeup on in the morning that I'm wearing any makeup. It is that light. The coverage is fantastic. It feels amazing. And all of these products are food graded as well, which means that if anyone was to eat these products, which hopefully you won't because they're not for eating, these ones that I've talked about, if you were, they actually are food graded. So nothing bad would happen because they're plant-based, they're food graded, which is really interesting. Okay, then we have got food, nutrition and wellness. So anything you have for breakfast, lunch, drinks, vitamins, that's all in the nutrition and wellness. And then we have everyday essentials like toothpaste and deodorant. So basically, things that we replace on a daily basis, you can now purchase from Natalie's business at a fantastic price as well. They say, on average, each household spends roughly about £100 a month on all of these products that you can now choose to buy from Natalie's business, should you want to use these ultra premium, high quality, fantastic products. Okay, so coming to the end. So a little bit about the difference between Natalie working her business through network marketing versus traditional retail. So if Natalie was going to work with traditional retail, I will explain how that how the traditional retail route happens, because we all know, but we maybe don't actually think about it. So let's say our toothpaste. So I used to, pre-Arbonne, buy my toothpaste from the supermarket. So my toothpaste, when it's made, it would be made at the manufacturers, and it would probably cost about 3 to 5 pence to actually make my toothpaste. And then the price would obviously go up because the manufacturers would want to make a profit. They obviously don't make the toothpaste for free. They want to make a profit. They want to take a piece of the pie, if you like. So it goes up in price to maybe say 20p. Then it goes to a wholesaler. Now, wholesalers, again, they're not voluntary. They're running a business. They want to get paid. They want to make a profit. So the wholesalers have their own overheads to pay for, their staff to pay for, their advertising to pay for. And how that is all paid is by putting the price of the toothpaste up. So the toothpaste probably gone up to about 70p now. So the wholesaler can take their cut, their piece of the pie. Then a lorry driver will drive the toothpaste on their crate to the warehouse. The lorry driver wants to get paid, so the toothpaste goes up in price to maybe £1. The warehouse, again, they've got their own overheads to pay for, their staff to pay for. So the price of the toothpaste goes up. So maybe it's gone up to about £1.50 now. And then you have to pay for an advert on TV. You have to pay for a celebrity to endorse that product, to say this is what they use, when, to be honest, they probably don't. I mean, we all know that Cheryl Cole does not, on a Friday night, have her head over her bath, dyeing her hair with a £2 box of hair dye. We know that doesn't happen, yet we watch her on TV telling everybody to buy this because she does. But we know she doesn't. So, we're not daft. We know that these things don't happen, yet we're still watching these on adverts, and we're paying for it. We're the ones paying for that. Anyway, back to the toothpaste. So then once it's paid for all the advertisements and the sales force, it then goes to the supermarket or whatever shop it's being sold at. And you've got somebody taking the products off the back of the lorry. They want to get paid. You've got a shelf stacker. They want to get paid. You've got a cleaner, a till person. You've got your managers at the supermarket, their bosses. And then by the time I walk into the supermarket and pick up my toothpaste, it's £3. But I'm thinking, hang on, it started off at pence. And the reason why is because 80 to 90% of what we pay for our products from shops is just paying the middle process. It's absolutely ridiculous. So what network marketing does is it cuts that all out. So Natalie has her online shop. She uses these products herself, and she makes tailor-made recommendations to the people that are asking her for her advice. So she'll say, this is what I use. This is what I think you should use based on the information you've provided me with. And then you make your purchase through Natalie or through Natalie's online website, which you can send to people. You purchase that toothpaste, if it's toothpaste, for example, it comes straight to your door, and you're not then paying all of that massive amount of money in the middle to all of those people that you don't know at all. In that middle process, you're looking at paying probably 90 people's mortgages just by buying from a shop. Whereas buying through network marketing, you're going to get a better quality product with higher quality ingredients. You're going to get a much better price for your product. It's not watered down. It's not bulked. It is good quality ingredients. My toothpaste lasts me about 6 months rather than having to replace it every single week because it's not watered down. It's concentrated. And you're going to get somebody that genuinely cares about listening to what you need, what you want. Because when I used to buy like my makeup before, the person I was buying it from in the shop really did not care if that makeup was the right colour for me, if it was right for my skin type. You know, they just want a sale. They're just there to do their job. Whereas when somebody works in network marketing like Natalie, she genuinely wants to make a recommendation based on you, on caring about you, caring about the person that they're talking to and making sure that they get the right product for them. Okay, there we go. Okay, so why Arbonne? Why now? Why is this such a great business to be involved with? We have consumable products. So if Natalie was looking at starting a business like she was, there are 4 things that I would recommend for her. I would say, Natalie, if you want to start a business working part-time around your children, you need to make sure that the product that you have in your business is consumable. Because if she was recommending something like pots and pans or TVs or mobile phones or holidays, that's fabulous. People do purchase those things. But then how often do they then have to repurchase it? If it's a holiday, maybe once a year. If it's pots and pans, it might be once every 10 years. So I would say, Natalie, make sure your business is with consumable products, because every time someone runs out of what they're washing themselves in, what they're washing their family in, what they're eating, what they're drinking, they need to repurchase this. Let's face it, we would sooner run out of milk in our fridge than we would mascara. You know, we would. So that would be my first bit of advice, consumable products. So Natalie can tick that box off for this business. The second thing I would say is go for a business where there is demand. There has to be a demand for your business. And there is a huge booming demand for health and wellness. Everybody now wants to look and feel fantastic. We are really switched on and savvy nowadays. We know that what we put inside of our body and on our body is affecting the way that we are. So I would say go for a business that's got a demand. So she can tick that box that she's with health and wellness. That is predicted to be the next $1 trillion industry. Okay, third, I would say, Natalie, you've got 3 wonderful children and a husband. You need to leverage your time. Please do not work for something where you're exchanging your time for money and there's a limit. So when I worked at the opticians, I had to work 9 till 5 and I got paid for those hours. If I didn't go to work and give up some of my time for the opticians, I didn't get paid. There was an absolute cap on what I could do. Whereas with network marketing, Natalie does the recommendation once. So she recommends toothpaste for me. Gosh, I do love the toothpaste. I know I'm talking about toothpaste a lot. If she recommends the toothpaste to me, she does the work once. And then when I repurchase that toothpaste, time after time after time, she gets paid for that for every single time I repurchase that forever. A bit like if Natalie recommended Amazon to me, and I love buying my books off Amazon. So Natalie has recommended Amazon to me. She's told me about this company, Amazon. She's told me how to log on. Every month I buy a book. Imagine if Natalie got paid a percentage every single time I bought a book. That is time leverage. That means that you can grow an income without having to exchange your time. So network marketing ticks that box. And the fourth and final box, I would say, is whatever you do, make sure you have an internet-based business, because if shops are not online these days, they're not really in business. So make sure it's internet-based business. Okay, so what do? It is so simple. We switch brands and start using Arbonne pure, safe, cutting-edge products for the whole family. We save 20 to 50% every time we order things for ourselves. And then we earn personal commissions and overrides by recommending these products to other people. And we can teach other people how to do the same and also create an income for themselves. Okay, I'll just skip past those ones. Right. Okay, last 2 slides. So I'm going to talk about the income. So there are only 4 levels of management with this business. And how you are promoted through these levels is based on products being purchased through your business and through your team's business. So you can actually help other people start their own online shop, their own business, and they can earn income for themselves. But by doing that, it helps you build through the promotional levels as well. So everybody starts this business as an independent consultant, and then as products are being purchased through their business, they get promoted to a district manager. Now, at the district manager level, you earn 35%, and an independent consultant earns 35%. And then you get promoted to district manager and you still earn 35%, but now you earn an extra 8%. So 35 plus 8. And the average income for a district manager is about £100 to £800. It takes roughly 1 to 6 months to become a district manager. So to put this into real figures, for me, it took me 4 months to become a district manager. And my first paycheck as a district manager was £500. And then my highest paycheck was £700 for the month. So as a district manager, 4 months in, earning £500, I know that's not absolutely like enormous amounts of money, but that made a big difference to me and my family. That meant that my husband didn't have to work weekends anymore. He could reduce his hours, which meant we had more time together as a family. So although I was only working maybe 1 to 2 hours a day, 5 days a week at this point, £500 a month was a really great income coming in. And then I was teaching other people how to do the same. So the second level of promotion is an area manager. So there's only 4. This is the second one. An area manager earns 35% again, plus up to 14%. And it takes roughly 6 to 12 months to become an area manager. So again, I'll put that into real figures. For me, it took me 6 months to become an area manager, and my lowest paycheck here was £1,000, which was my first paycheck. And then my highest was £2,300 as an area manager. And for us as a family, that meant that we didn't have to compromise as much anymore. So I don't know about you guys, but I used to get really sick of having to compromise. So having to say, oh no, I can't afford to do that because I'm doing this. And oh, I can't chip in for all of those things. I'm just going to have to chip in for 1 or 2. Or booking holidays. I used to have to go and book a holiday with the most awkward flights because it was cheapest, from the most awkward airport because it was cheapest, and I could never go for more than a week because two weeks or 10 days was too expensive. So we were always compromising and budgeting. So when I became an area manager at 6 months in, I was then able to not have to make those compromises anymore. So I booked a holiday at that point, and I booked the destination I wanted, the flights I wanted, the airport I wanted, and we went for 2 weeks, all inclusive, to a lovely hotel as a family of 4, and it felt amazing. And I know money does not buy you everything. I know money doesn't buy you happiness, but oh my gosh, it makes your life so much easier, and it's just priceless to have options and choices without having to compromise. And your business is willable as well. So I know if anything happens to me, my paycheck from Arbonne is still going to drop through my front door every single month. And that's going to provide financial support for my husband and my 2 daughters. And Natalie's obviously the same. Okay, the third level is regional vice president. And you earn 35% again, plus up to 17%. And it takes roughly 1 to 3 years to become a regional vice president. So for me, it took me 11 months. And my lowest paycheck as a regional vice president was £4,300 for the month. And my highest has been just over £7,000 for the month. And I'm a regional vice president now, and I'm still working the same hours a day that I was at the beginning. It's just that your business grows and grows and grows. It's absolutely amazing. So what that means for us at this level is we couldn't get on the property ladder before I started Arbonne. We couldn't buy a house. We didn't have the deposit to buy a house, and we didn't have the ability to have a mortgage. So what we said was, my husband has his own Arbonne business as well as I do. We have our own separate Arbonne businesses. Is we said, if we save the money from Arbonne every single month for a year, we can buy a house outright without a mortgage. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but I have never, ever known or heard of anything else where you can say, if we save this money from this extra income coming in for 12 months, we can buy a house just like that. That is extraordinary. And I have so many people in my life that can't get on the property ladder that have started this business alongside their full-time jobs, alongside their children, alongside what they do, so that they can buy themselves a house, because it's so hard to get on the property ladder these days. But this extra income coming in helps you do that. At the regional vice president level, you're also given an extra cash bonus, which is £500 extra a month on top of what you earn, to go and buy or lease a brand new white Mercedes of your choice. And I went from a £200 Fiesta that broke down like every other trip to a £30,000 Mercedes. I love it. I absolutely love picking up my kids on the school run now. I don't feel like that embarrassment in my banger old Fiesta. Okay, so the fourth and final level, National Vice President, you earn 35% plus up to an extra 18%, and it takes roughly 3 to 5 years to get to the very top level. So you're like the CEO of your business, if you like. I'm not actually a National Vice President yet, but I will be in the next couple of months, and that will be 2 years I will have been doing this business. The average income here is £10,000 a month upwards. Now, I would love to give you my figure at this level, but because I'm not there yet, I'm unable to. But what I can tell you is I have friends in this business that are national vice presidents, and they've been doing it for several years, maybe 4 or 5 years now, and their income is between £30,000 and £40,000 a month, which is insane. I about fell off my chair when I first saw their paychecks, but although it sounds bonkers, it actually makes sense, because you build this business online and you help other people build their own businesses so they can earn the income, and you earn a percentage of the total turnover. So if you were to earn a percentage from Amazon when it first started, your income would maybe only be a few £1,000s a month. But if you carried on earning a percentage of all the products bought through Amazon 5 years later, your income's going to be extraordinary every single month. So it actually does make sense how this works, but obviously it is an effort-based business. It's not like a get-rich-quick scheme. You do have to learn about the products. You do have to put the time and effort in, especially in the beginning, to build this, to build up credibility, to give advice, and to just be honest and genuine and kind and helpful and want to add value to people. Okay, so the last one, where do you see yourself? So you've been amazing sat listening to Natalie's online launch. So you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, Natalie is going to be sensational at this business. She's just absolutely going to be incredible, driving that brand new white Mercedes within the next couple of years and helping other people to do the same. So where do you see yourself? So there are 3 ways that you can support Natalie with her business. You know, like anybody would. If any of my friends came to me or family and said, I've started my own business, I'd be like, fantastic. Tell me how I can support you. So there are 3 ways you can support Natalie. The first is to have a look at purchasing products from Natalie's business. There are 2 ways you can purchase products. You can either be a client to Natalie's business, and that's where you just let Natalie know the things that you're really interested in, because we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of products. So just let her know what you're interested in trying, and all of the products have their retail price on them, and you can purchase them as and when. All of the products have a 45-day money-back guarantee. So do not worry at all if you order, say, a foundation and the colour isn't absolutely spot on. You can send it back and have that colour changed. Everything's got that 45-day money-back guarantee. The second way that you can purchase products from Natalie's business is to become this is what most people do, to be honest. They become a preferred client because it's just the best way to go. It costs £17 that you just pay once, and you get a full 12 months discount from the products in Natalie's business, and the discount is 20 to 40% off the product. So it's kind of like shopping at wholesale from Natalie's website or from Natalie's business. And you also get a free product on your first shopping order. You get flash buys, which is where Arbonne will email you once or twice a month and say, if you do your shopping on this day, we're going to send you £200 worth of free products. And you just get really, really well looked after. When we have new products come out, they'll send them to you. It's just really, really great. So most people become preferred clients. So that's the first way you can support Natalie's business, is to switch where you're currently buying your products from and try Natalie's products instead, and see what you think to the products, because all of my family and friends are just blown away by these products, and they just thank me every day. I get so many selfie pictures of them using these products going, oh my gosh, thank you so much for doing this business and for sharing these products with me. And I love it. I love helping them. Okay, the second way you can support Natalie's business is if you've sat and listened to this and thought, oh my gosh, this makes so much sense. Working 1 to 2 hours a day, working on my phone, it's all online. I don't have to worry about even leaving the house to build this as a business. It's learnable from scratch. I can learn about these products. I can learn about skincare. I can learn about cosmetics. I can learn about nutrition. I can have so much fun doing this with Natalie. I want to be a part of this in Natalie's team. You absolutely can do. It's so simple to get started with this business. It costs £56 that you just pay once, and that covers the cost of your website, so you don't have to pay anything else towards that. So that's like your shop. It covers the cost of catalogs and samples that are delivered to you, and your ID number. And it's your ID number that is how you get paid. So the website recognizes your ID number so that you can then be paid for purchases made through your shop. And then you can join Natalie's team. You're going to get full coaching, mentoring, advice, team support. We have private secret pages on Facebook. We have WhatsApp. We have so much support, so much online training to do as and when you like. And you can build this business with her and enjoy everything that Arbonne offers. One thing I didn't mention as well is Arbonne actually put on 4 or 5 holidays every single year for you and your family to earn with this business. So I've been on so many holidays with Arbonne, and Natalie will be doing the same with her family. So if you like to travel, this might be something that's worth looking into. Okay, the third and final way you can support Natalie's business is if you're thinking, it sounds great, but for me, this as a business isn't a fit for me right now, and the products aren't a fit for me right now. That's absolutely okay. That's perfectly fine. But what you can do is host an event for Natalie, either online or in person, where you can bring together a group of your friends that want to have a look at high quality products at affordable prices and want to have a look at maybe building an extra income every single month into their family life. Then Natalie and even myself as well can explain this to them, and as a thank you for doing that, you will earn free products just to say thank you so much. So that's me done with the slideshow. So I'm going to pass it back to Natalie, but I just want to say thank you so much for listening to me, and I'm so excited for you, Natalie. I am really, really excited. So I'll pass it back to you.
Oh, thanks, guys. I just wanted to say thanks so much to Danny for explaining that. She's done it really well, and just thank you for all for tuning in. I will be doing some workshop in the next coming month. So if anybody is interested and finding out more about these amazing products, then just get in touch with me and we'll get that sorted. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Natalie.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Bye.